Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Raiders are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Second down following the incompletion. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Come on, let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue, landed. Good, good. Good, good. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Taylor will throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Taylor. Throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. The play clock's running down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Taylor going to run the option. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. Blue, land it.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it. Blue, land it. Hot. Hot. Black 99, Philly. Let's go. Leopard. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, now, look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. They go to Elliott again. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Well, that second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action, they'll throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run. They'll
try again with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is Elliott, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it? If you go for it on down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Brenza's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Taylor. Down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The give is to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go. 319. 319.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Single.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the strength of Eifert, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up. Here we go. 319.
They'll look to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On first down, it's Taylor. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense. As they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. gun. They'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. And that brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Green 39.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. A big run that time by Elliott. 46 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Leopard. Leopard. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. decision there as he winds up flat on his back right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Brenz's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get to score. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep down the field. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go! Lampert! Lampert!
Back to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Let's go. Blue, land it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lock it 56. Lock it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Evades the tackler, and now some space. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Elliott running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Elliott running left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it. Blue, land it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Raiders, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Houston, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.